Welcome back, everybody, as QuickShot and I are joined by Mr. Rawls. QuickShot, you've grown a little bit.
Yeah, I can't stand... I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous. Anyways, your performance was as awesome as you are tall. It was great. Talk to me about picks and bans. Caitlyn was banned against you. They first picked Lucian. Yeah. How did you think? How did you react to that?
First, our plan was to give them a lease and then get Trish Wukong, or Lucian Wukong. But they kind of banned Caitlyn and reacted to it by panning one of the strongest champions against Wukong, and then pick Wukong and Trish. So yeah, it was pretty good. And then we wanted the Lissandra versus Trundle.
Yeah, tell me about that. A page out of Fnatic's book, but to greater success with the Lissandra top lane. How did that go throughout the game for you guys?
The game went pretty good. We wanted Lissandra against Trundle because Trundle can't really do anything against her. And we don't really have to focus on top lane because it's pretty safe. So we could just focus on Wukong ganking bot lane.
Well, it worked very well. Impala had some very good ganks. I was singing his praises during the match. Once we got to the mid game, you guys didn't let up the pressure. You kept finding team fights and picking them. Who was making those calls on your team?
It's mostly Impala. He's pretty much talking all the time. So yeah.
And is it something you guys have practiced in scrims? Because you always seem to have like the perfect combination of abilities. You always singled out targets from Alliance and chased down. You know, how have you practiced that?
Well, we've been practicing a lot by writing down every flash and barrier and so on, and then Impala making the last decision.
One of those decisions is, of course, when you go for Dragon. This game, you got 5 out of 5 Dragons. Yesterday, 0 of 4 versus the Copenhagen Wolves. Is it easier to force those objectives versus a team like Alliance?
Not really. Yesterday was because of our picks. We picked 3 losing lanes, so obviously we're going to lose the Dragon. While this game, we had 3 winning lanes. So.
Talk to me about the game yesterday, because you actually soloed an inhibitor while the rest of your team was sort of, baiting around Baron and playing that one. What was going through your mind, and how were you talking as a team at that moment?
Well, we tried fighting twice, and we realized that we couldn't really win a team fight or siege against them. So Mima could outscale Renekton, and then I could pretty much 1v1 everyone. So we just realized we should just split push.
Can you compare that and maybe mimic what happened in the team when Kayle went for the back door?
I pretty much said GG and then flashed because I thought it was over. But yeah, everyone got a heart attack.
How do you as a team react to something like that? I mean, what would you do better if the same situation were to occur in next week's game?
Well, pretty much just take a decision immediately. We said that we wanted to stay. Moop said he wanted to go back, and we hesitated quite a lot. And then when he said he was going to go back, he got stopped. So yeah, we should just take a decision immediately.
One last thing I wanted to ask you about the game is you going for the Jinx for the first time for you, and it was Reckless that told us, I don't really like to play her anymore. I don't think she works that well anymore. What's your opinion?
I kind of have the same opinion because of No Escape. But yeah, she's pretty good in some situations. I felt Jinx was better than Sivir in this game, so I just went for Jinx.
I definitely think that damage and the burst worked out in your favor. Yeah. Let's take a step back from the games for a moment and talk a little bit about Super Hot Crew. Are you guys working towards your gaming house? How is the training and the practicing for each week working out for you guys?
We've been boot camping in hotels and then go to the studio the last 2 weeks. But we got our house now. We sadly don't have PCs or internet yet, so we had to go to the studio, but it's better than nothing.
Working on that super hot house. And of course, you've been tweeting to us at LOL Esports because earlier we asked you which European LCS pros playstyle do you love the most and why? And here are some of your answers. The first one is from @TVSky, and we love your stuff, man. Arenea's aggression always entertains me, as well as his incredible battle cry when he goes for a kill.
He has an incredible battle cry. I do think it's going to be challenged by Mixer for who's got the best yell in the LCS, but it's great to see the passion shine through.
Tell me about that yell when you hear it. Do you just zone it out, or?
I don't know. I get a shock every time, so.
The second one is from @LucasODR. Candy Panda. He is performing super well. He's always in the right position in team fights, and his farm is impeccable. You've, of course, played against him already.
Yeah, he's really annoying to play against because he always split push, and he gets to farm in every lane. So every time I play against him, I get out-farmed, and I get flamed for it. But
he always split pushes from the AD that split pushed yesterday because you didn't want a team fight. Yeah, double standards.
The last one is from @Gregorak. I love the playstyle of Jankos, the perfect mixture of risk-taking, positioning, and mechanics. He always makes an impact in the game.
Summarized it perfectly. We talked about Jankos yesterday. We talked how great he is in the LCS. There was no hype around that player coming in, and consistently he's just showing how dominant he is on every single champion.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for those lovely answers. You've earned yourself a Heartseeker Ash skin code, so have fun breaking frozen hearts on the Rift. We still have more codes to give away, but for a chance to win, be sure to keep writing to us at LOL Esports using the hashtag LCS to share your thoughts on all of today's big plays and